Hey, good morning, business owners. Today we're going to go over the Fall Festival Season Planner. So, this planner was designed to help you seamlessly plan out your Fall Festival season. Now, this is really important, in my opinion, because in person events, even though we have online businesses, in person events get us out into the community where people can see us. They know that we're a real business, that we have real products, and we can actually interact with our community. We can talk to people, explain, answer any questions, and really just give people a feel for our business. These are things that people cannot get from your online business until someone actually orders a product from you and has it in their hands. They really don't know the quality of the products that you make, or just being able to see them up close and personal and hold them in their hands, touch them, feel them, smell them, etc. Those are the things that can really help make those buying decisions a lot easier. Once someone visits you in person and you make a connection with them, for example, getting them on your list, that's going to make it so much easier for you to sell your products and services. And so that's why we recommend, if you can at least attend one in person event during the fall season, it can give your business a gigantic boost. All right, so the way that we're going to go through this, we're just going to go through all the little tabs. I'm going to explain how to actually use this to your advantage. So, this is a free planner. All you have to do is sign up, and then you will have access to this. Now, this is not a download, even though we do have a checklist that you can use. It kind of mimics this a little, but the thing that I would recommend is that you bookmark this page and that you come back to it on a regular basis and just fill in information as you get things done. So, what you want to do first is you want to put in your festival date. So, we're just going to say, we'll click on the little calendar and we'll say that our festival is going to be maybe toward the end of September. So that gives us the number of days that we have to get everything together. So right now, if our festival, we're in the end of July, if our festival is at the end of September, we have about 63 days to get all of this planning done. So the first tab we have is booth setup and ordering timeline. So this is for anything that you're going to need for your booth. So we have a checklist that you can just check off as you get these things done. So the first thing, of course, you want to do is you want to start applying to festivals and get your booth fees paid. So that way you're locked in to an actual festival. You want to make sure that you have your permits, your sales tax, and you've met your insurance requirements. You want to order your canopy if you don't already have one, and the weights that you can use to keep it secure in the event of, maybe you have wind, or maybe there's going to be rain that day or whatever. If you're having an outdoor event, if you're doing an indoor event, then you may not even need a tent. Just depends on the actual organizer of the festival. So you can check all of that out when you're actually signing up and applying to various festivals, to see exactly whether you would just need a table, with a covering, or whether you need a tent or some other overhead covering for your booth. But anyway, you can order your equipment like canopies, tents, tables, table covers, signage, things like that. Ordering folding tables. You're going to need maybe 2 6-foot tables to put your items in, and you want to make sure that you order those in plenty of time to allow for shipment. Okay, and then you want to make sure that you have your displays, your signage, so risers, shelves, and stands, tablecloths in your brand colors, banners, and booth signage. You want a card reader, so you want to be able to take your payments, of course, and you want to make sure that it's tested. You want to order any packaging like bags, tissue paper, thank you cards, and I would recommend that you definitely put a thank you card or a postcard in each bag. You also want to make sure that you have labels. And then production and pre-order. So you want to make sure that you have a product lineup. You want to make sure that you have enough inventory and any raw materials that you might need to order in bulk to make your products. You also want to make sure that you have a production schedule. So this production schedule is going to be a lifesaver, because the last thing you want to do is wait until the last minute to start making the items that you're going to need. Whether you outsource it, whether you order it, maybe you're a POD seller, so you're just going to make sure that all those items are created and delivered by a certain date. If you're a handmade maker and you need to sit down and make those items, you want to make sure that you have enough support so that you can meet those production deadlines. You want to make sure that you are publishing your festival collection to your online shop. So in addition to having this festival collection at your booth, you also want to make sure that you have products available so that people can order online in the event that you run out of things at your booth. But you want to make sure that you have a festival collection or somewhere that you can send people to order items from your shop. And then, of course, you want to announce your festival to your online audience, and that includes your email list. That includes people who follow you on social. And you can even, maybe if you have a blog, you can even maybe write out, an announcement on your blog that lets people know that you're going to be at a festival, and let them know, where you're going to be or whatever. You also want to make sure that you have enough, of course, inventory. So you want to batch produce your inventory. You want to make sure that you have price tags on every item. Now, some of these items we have done for you. For example, we have a social media pack, and we also have an email pack. We also have a signage for your booth. So if you want people to sign up for your email list, or if you want them to follow you on social media, we have signs that will make that so easy. All you have to do is add your handles to those done for you signs. So we have a sign collection, an email collection, and a social media post collection that you can just download and then add your details and publish, right? You don't have to worry about what to say. You don't have to worry about, what to put on your signs. They're all done for you. You just add your finishing touches and you're going to be ready to go. So you can get those from our shop, and I'll put a link to those planning kits as we below this video, and then as we create more kits, I will announce them via social media. So we also have price tags. Now, our price tags are made so that you can cut out, I believe they're like 4 price tags per sheet. So you can just print those out. If you want to put your logo on them or add any kind of images, or, make them look really cute, you can certainly do that. But we have price tags that you can download and use in our sign kit. So in that sign kit, we have custom order forms, we have price tags, and we have signs, as well as all the instructions that you will need for that booth signage. So things that you want to sit on the counter. For example, sign up for our email list or sign up to win, whatever it is that you might be giving away. If you're giving away swag, we have a sign that you can just pop in an image of the swag that you're giving away and add your details, print it out, have them printed out, and you'll be good to go. Now, the other thing that you're going to need is for your in-shop signage, the things that you're going to put on your counters, you will need to have a stand. And we have sized our items that we've created for you in 8.5 by 11-inch size. So that way, you can just slip them into you can get like an acrylic frame. You can get a picture frame. 8.5 by 11-inch picture frames do really well. And then that way, that makes, the connection between your online shop and your booth really seamless for anyone who visits your shop or your booth. You want to do a full booth mock-up at home. So you want to set up your tables. And this is what a lot of people recommend. Just set it up in your backyard or in your driveway and just kind of do a dry run and photograph it. And then that, kind of shows your audience that, hey, they are getting ready for the festival, and it kind of builds anticipation. Okay. And then you want to also make sure we also have this included in our sign pack as well, and that is a menu. So if you have a menu of different scents that you're going to be offering, you can put that in the menu. Maybe you have a lot of different colors or different sizes. You can also put that in the menu so that your booth customers will know what is available and the scents or the sizes or the colors that you have available. List building and final print. So then you want to set up your email sign up on a tablet, and you want to also have a sign with a QR code. You also want to print your offer signs and QR code displays. Again, we have a sign pack that will give you all of this information. Pack and confirm. You want to make sure that you have your booth number, your parking. Make sure that you've confirmed all of that, your load in time. So that means the time that they will allow you to come before the event to get everything set up. You want to make sure you have the right booth number and where you're supposed to park your car. You want to pack an essentials kit, so the things that you're going to need, kind of like your survival kit for the day. And then you also want to make sure that everything is charged, like your tablet, like your card reader, and your battery packs. And then you want to make sure that your products are packed in labeled bins. So it gives you the timeline for all this stuff. And then these are the things that you want to do on festival day. All right, so then here are some product ideas. So here are some things that you can think about for products. And we even give you some little tips here that will help you in that area. So if you're not really sure about the products that you're going to be offering, these are some of the products that really do well at craft fairs. Here is your product planner. So again, you want to make sure that you're plugging in the number. So the cost to make the item, your selling price, the quantity that you want to make, and then this is going to give you the profit and your total revenue. So when you plug numbers into these products, that is going to give you a nice little calculator that will enable you to make sure that you are pricing them in a way that will allow you to make a profit. And again, you want to price for profit. You don't want your time, your effort, your talent to go into making things and then you walk away from your festival with nothing to show for it. So when you add in your products that you're going to be selling and you plug in those numbers, you will be able to, figure out the best pricing for whatever it is that you're making. Now, the other thing that you want to do is you want to go online and kind of do a little research and make sure that you're not pricing your items too high, but you also don't want to price them too low as well. So this is going to give you your final totals. And here is where you're going to get your potential profit. If you can get your items sold, especially if you can sell out of, certain items, then that's going to help you make more money. So this is where you can really sit down and just play around with the numbers so that you can price your products in a way that will be beneficial. Here is a area that gives you all the things that you need to do before the festival, 4 to 6 weeks out, and then things that you can do after the festival. And these are the things that will help you to make this festival work for you long after the festival is over. And that is what you want to do. And just remember that your festival is not a one-day sale. It's an event. It's something that you can build anticipation for before the event happens. You can build anticipation and excitement during the event, and then you can keep that momentum going even after the event. And then here is your list building offer. So here's some ideas of things that you can do to build your list. You also want your festival to work to help you build your list. All right, so these are the things that you are going to need to do for festival season. And I would recommend using this planner and just checking things off as you go. And it's going to give you a running total up here at the very top to let you know what you need to do and how ready you are for your festival. So the earlier you can get started with this, the less stress you're going to have. And then you can also think about our planning kits as an option, so that you're not running around trying to think of social media and email and how you're going to profit and what products you're going to make and how you're going to get them made. And there's just a lot of stuff to really think about when you're thinking about a festival. So hopefully this is helpful. Again, all you need to do is sign up. Go to makingitremotely.com/festivals, get signed up, get your planner, get your planning kits, and you're going to be good to go. You got this. This is going to be an amazing fall festival season. All right, I'll see you on the next video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.